Hey guys, it's Gabby. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm gonna be ranking some Walking Dead villains. Okay, so here's the thing. This is not based on whether or not I like them as a person. This is about how evil they were as a villain. Okay, so basically, just because I put you in top tier does not mean that I like you. It just means that you were a crazy, really like good villain. If I put you in bottom tier, that means like you just weren't a good villain. Okay. That's the ruling. That's the way it's gonna go. So my categories that I have here are, so you crazy like you're crazy, you know, like you're crazy, like you're a villain. Next is wow. And that's just for like like you're a villain, yeah, but you're not like to the most extreme of extreme. Next is you served your purpose, like you played your role as a villain well, but like you weren't even all that. Like you weren't a big bad. Next is what else you got? Like okay, like you did this little thing, but you're not really like hitting hard as like this big bad. And the lowest category is, and you did this for what? It's like you did one thing and nothing else. You're not even a villain. You're wasting our time. So our first person that we have here is Alpha. Okay, so now look. Alpha was probably one of the best villains they had, just because like she was crazy. Like she did what she had to do. She put their heads on the spikes. She said, "This is my territory and that's yours. Stick to your spot. Stay in your place." So, top tier villain category, you crazy. Next is Beta. You know, Beta like a little like the little fish following around Alpha, and then Alpha died. He got big mad, and he wanted to do what he had to do, or what he felt he had to do to get back at the group, but he didn't succeed. So, would I say he's like a good villain? I think that even in his failure, he was still a good villain, honestly. I'm going to give him the you served your purpose category because you're not with the greats, but you were still good. The next person we have here is Dawn. So let's just be real for like a second. Like you ain't really doing nothing, Dawn. Like, okay, I get it. Like, yes, they did kidnap Beth, and then they did kind of like try and hold Carol there, and they tried to take back Noah. But like Dawn really she wasn't like a villain though, you know, like she wasn't like let me kill y'all. So I'm gonna give Dawn like what else you got, because like the hospital really wasn't evil. They just had a few bad eggs in there. I don't even think that Dawn was necessarily like a big like bad egg, but she just kind of stood for the rest of the bad eggs there, if that makes sense. Next is the White. I think that's really like interesting how just like how I used to hate Dwight, and now like on Fear the Walking Dead, like Dwight isn't even that bad of like a guy, but Dwight sucked. Like Dwight sucked. Like he took Daryl's bike for like no reason. Like I get that you were like trying to like escape Negan back in like season 5, but like yo, why'd you take his bike? And then he was like a whole like Daryl like wannabe. Okay, I'm sorry. This is not about if I like the character or not. This is just about if they were a good villain. Okay, Gabby, rein it in. It's not about your hatred. Was he a good villain? No, he didn't do nothing. He was like he was a weenie. What else he got, Dwight? Next is Garrett. So you know, Garrett is probably one of my favorite villains, but did he really do anything? Yeah, he ate people. What? Duh. I wanna put him between either WoW and you serve your purpose, because I think that since I like Garrett so much as like a villain, I want to put him in like a higher ranking, but he really wasn't that hard hitting. I'm gonna put Garrett in you served your purpose.
A few moments later.
I'm gonna put Garrett in WoW. I'm putting him in WoW because I do think that I think he stood as like his grounds as a villain. Next is the governor. Can we just agree that the governor is like one of the best villains on the show? Like the governor did so much. The governor had Merle. Well, he didn't have Merle kidnap Glenn and Maggie, but he tortured. Merle. Okay, I guess that Merle did torture Glenn and Maggie, not the governor. But he hunted down Andrea and killed her, and then not killed her. He hunted her down, then had, what's his name? Will, the guy with the glasses, kill Andrea. Like, he was crazy. You know, he was crazy. He blew up the prison. Just the whole governor storyline was just fabulous. He was a chef's kiss villain. Wow. Yes, I'm gonna put him in. You crazy because the governor was crazy. He killed all his people, yo. Gunned them down for no reason. He was crazy. Yes. Jadis. Okay, look. So here's the thing. Jadis was not a villain. I guess like he was, but like not really. Like he was just a flip flopper, honestly, and that's why I feel like Jadis gets the perfect ranking of. You did this for what? Like, you were flip-flopping for what? What was your purpose? I'm sorry. Should I call her Anne? Not Jadis, Anne. Next is Jocelyn. Jocelyn. You're crazy. You are making a child army, and for what? For what? You were crazy. I'm gonna go with Joe. What else you got? I was gonna give Joe you served your purpose, but no, he goes in the same category as like Dawn. Like, what else you got, dude? Like, come on. Some of y'all about to disagree with me. I already know it, but I don't think that Negan was like a villain. The only reason why we'd actually give Negan like the so you crazy category is because of the clearing thing, and because of like he killed Glenn Abraham. Like, that's the only reason like that gives him the ranking of like being like a villain. But like, yeah, you had your whole like squad and you pulled up on him like mad strong, but at the end of the day, you ain't do much. And that could very well be because they dragged out all our war far too long, but that made him less of a good villain because he wasn't really doing much. All he did was kill Glenn and Abraham, and then he had old girl kill Olivia, the cafeteria, not the woman, Olivia, kill her, and then he kills Spencer. And yeah, I was very thankful that he killed Spencer. I was cheering. I was applauding. Yes, finally Spencer was dead. So let's just keep it real for a second. Negan really wasn't that much of a villain. Did you even serve your purpose as a villain? Did you? It's like you did this for what? Next we have Paula. She was the girl that took Maggie and Carol back in season 5. And see, this is my thing. I feel like she served her purpose. Y'all gonna be kind of mad at me because I'm about to put her in the same category as Beta, but like, and above Negan too, but like. Next is Shane, and wow, chef's kiss. Love that. I think that Shane did a really good job being the quote-unquote villain that he again, villain very like loosely quoted, that he was like in season 2 at the farm. I would say that like he served his purpose as a villain. Like he didn't like go like that far with it, but like he did try and kill Rick multiple times. I'm gonna put Shane in WoW. Yeah, I thought about it. I'm gonna put him in WoW. Next is Simon. Let's just be real. Simon was crazier than Negan. Who gonna check me on it? Simon was a villain. I'm gonna put Simon in either a WoW or So You Crazy because dude was a villain, and if he had beat Negan in the fight that they had, I think that like the stakes would have been a lot higher. You get what I'm saying, right? Like things would have gotten a little bit crazier than they did. So I'm gonna put Simon in So You Crazy because like he was crazy. Like he killed everybody at the junkyard. He killed all the trash people for like no reason. And next we have Owen, the wolf guy. So I really enjoy like the short villain storylines. Like that's why I like Garrett's storyline so much, because like it was very short and it was nice and tied off like a bow, and it went over well. And I thought like Garrett's, while it wasn't like that big of a villainous role, it was very well. So I'm gonna say that Garrett, you served your purpose as being a villain. You really did. You weren't like that cray. I mean, like the wolves, they were crazy, but like you and specifically weren't like that cray. So yeah. Okay, I think that I have it reorganized. It's kind of hard to reorganize them. Like, okay. So, in the top villainous spot, I think I just have to have it as a tie, honestly, between Alpha and the Governor. I really do. I think that they were both just like so like cray, and they were like really like good villains. So yeah, Simon, because y'all, let's just be real, Simon was crazy. If Simon like took the role over Negan as, I guess, becoming like the new like Negan and being like, oh, like, yeah, then like I think that like All Out War would have been way crazier, because Simon was just insane. He didn't really have like a set guide, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. In my wow category, we have Shane, then Jocelyn, then Garrett. I think that's a little bit better, just because Shane did like make moves. Like, he made moves. He tried to kill Rick a couple of times. He was standing up against Dale, and he killed Randall. So yeah, I'm gonna give Shane that top spot in wow. And I'm gonna go into Jocelyn, because just like she was really like with the children, like she wanted to kill them. She wanted to have a whole army of dangerous killer children. So yeah. And then we have Garrett, because a little biased, I just like Garrett's whole storyline. I think that was a nice short villain story that was executed very, very well. And he was kind of cray-cray, but not like that cray-cray. So yeah. And then in the you served your purpose spot, we have Beta, and then the wolf guy Owen after him. And basically it's just because like Beta didn't really like make those big of moves, unless I'm remembering wrong, after Alpha like died. And Garrett really just came and like with his crew, and then like destroyed some stuff, and then kind of dipped and like got his little redemption arc in like the last 2 minutes before he died. So yeah, I mean, like, you served your purpose. Like, you did what you had to do to like bring on that danger, but you didn't do like that much. And then in the what else you got category, I have Negan. I have Negan first, because again, I feel like he ain't really do much as a villain. I feel like if All Out War would have been shorter, he would have been a better villain, because they would have had more conflict faster going in there. And yeah, I feel like he would have just got more stuff done if it was like shorter time. But like, that's again a season 7, season 8 kind of problem. So yeah, again, you burned some mattresses. What else did you do? You burned mattresses. Come on. Like, honestly. Besides the fact that you literally came in like mad strong, killing Glenn and Abraham, you didn't do nothing after that. Like, you had the scene where you were gonna kill Carl during the big attack, but that fell through, as we suspected. I don't think that they made him that much of like a villain. Like, whenever, like, here's the thing, whenever Negan pulled up, it was fear, but then it felt like there were just no consequences, like no chain of events that followed him pulling up and scaring people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you served your purpose. What else you got? And then we have Paula. I feel like also another reason why Negan wasn't like that like cray of a villain is because he had people doing his like dirty work for him. So I mean, if we're talking about like Negan is like an entity of like all his people, and like he'd probably be higher on the list, but Negan itself, no. So like that's why I'm talking about Paula now, okay? Who was an extension of Negan. But I feel like, again, she did like what she had to do, like by taking Maggie and taking Carol, and like that did move the whole Negan storyline along or whatever. But like it didn't really do much. It got resolved in like that episode. Well, it was a cliffhanger, so then it got resolved in like the next episode. So yeah. And then we have Joe, and like I said earlier, Joe really didn't do that much. Like, he did what he had to do, served his purpose, point blank, period. And we have Dawn, and I already said earlier, didn't do much. What else you got? But the people around her, like I don't know what his name was, but the guy with like the bald head that like knocked Sasha out, yeah, he was probably worse than Dawn. Anyways, though. And for the you did this for what category, we have Jadis and Dwight, because truthfully, you did this for what? Jadis, you did not have to be flip-flopping back and forth. And the Whites, you did not have to take Daryl's bike back in season 5. You did this for what? You really did this for what? For what? For what? So yeah, that is my ranking of the villains from The Walking Dead on the scale of like you crazy because like you're just that top villain, you got stuff done. And then from the lowest of you weren't even a villain. What were you doing? Just being mean for no reason. That. If you guys enjoyed, then leave a like, leave a comment, because I want to know, what do you guys like? Who do you guys think was the most villainous person on the show? And do you guys think that like Negan was actually like a villain? Because I just like not the entity of Negan, but like was Negan the person an actual villain? So yeah, I want to know that. You guys' thoughts on that, and whatever else you want to comment down below. Yeah, and if y'all want to see like more videos from me, then subscribe. Wait, yes, that's the word. Then subscribe and turn on your post notifications bell so you never miss a post from me, and make sure that that bell is checked to all. Yeah, period. And yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye.